Big, terrifying, with immeasurable strength. The legend of Bigfoot has haunted these forests in North America long enough. Let's check out some alleged footage of this monster. Bigfoot was caught scaling a mountain. During a camping trip, a youth group called the Campus Life stumbled upon an experience like no other. While setting up their campfire, one of the boys pointed out something large going across the mountain in front of them. The leader pointed the camera over to the hill, and there at the very top is an extremely tall but lanky creature walking along the tippy top. Given that this footage was filmed in 2001, it's hard to make out exactly what this creature is, but it is massive. Simply by comparison to the trees and distance, a normal person would have appeared smaller. The person recording truly believed it was Bigfoot, saying, to quote, "jumping up and down and shaking its fist at them." He seemed to be aggravated that these people were in its territory, or so they said. What do you think about this older video? Bigfoot was seen crossing a Michigan river. You never know what you're going to capture while on a camping trip. Maybe even the legendary Bigfoot. This family, while canoeing, managed to do just that. While canoeing the peaceful rivers of Michigan, the family noticed something large in the distance just at the tree line. At first they thought it was some sort of bear, but then they realized that it was walking on 2 feet. The creature must have been at least 9 feet tall from what they could see, and as it slowly came out of the woods, they knew exactly what they were encountering with. Bigfoot himself started to cross the stream right in front of them, with the water not even reaching its hip. Despite the water being quite deep, he was making it across with such ease. The family recorded every second of it, which is what we are witnessing now. What are your thoughts? The HARLEY HOFFMAN video is one of the best pieces of evidence of Bigfoot out there. Very little is known about HARLEY HOFFMAN. In fact, all we know is that he took this mysterious video of Bigfoot trekking through the woods. Somewhere out in Georgia, Bigfoot has made himself known. His size is massive, probably at least 8 to 9 feet tall, with an enormous back and pitch black colored fur. His strides are long and wide, and he doesn't seem to notice that HARLEY HOFFMAN is there. Many people in the comments below seem to agree with this, believing it's solid evidence of the creature, with some stating that this is also what they saw back in the 90s, and some skeptics finally questioning his existence. I personally do think it's way too big to be a suit, especially for a simple home video. It does not look like a costume, but what do you think? Bigfoot was caught with a drone camera. Drones are one of the best things to have been invented, because we've captured so much of the unknown with these things. Bigfoot may be stealthy, but our drone cameras are stealthier. I'm not entirely sure who the uploader of this video is, or when it was put on the internet, but we have some striking footage of this creature taking strides through the woods. Simply watching the way it walks, the way its strides are so wide, making me question how big this thing actually is. Although it looks like it's walking like a person, there are some moments that it looks awkward, kind of like a young human. It still has that animal feel to it, at least from my perspective. The man filming stated he wanted to get in a little closer, but was fearful that the creature would destroy the camera if it got too close. Bigfoot makes a daring escape from a lake during a tour. This tour group wanted to take some really cool footage of the mountains out in Oregon, but what they captured was something so much more thrilling. While posing for the photo, on the far right of the video, we see this tiny little black speck emerge from the water and bolt across the field. One of the people there pointed it out when they noticed it beelining towards the rolling hills. The weirdest thing is trying to understand why Bigfoot was in the water. Was it possibly hunting, only to run away once it noticed the group of people there? Why would it run from people? Could it possibly be a juvenile Bigfoot startled by humans intervening on their land? So many questions to consider, but what are your thoughts on this bizarre footage? Before you know it, it's too late. Bigfoot has finally managed to catch up to you in the middle of the woods with nowhere to go. Let's check out some crazy Bigfoot footage that people managed to capture over the years. These two buddies captured Bigfoot on a trail camera. Trail cams are an amazing and sneaky way to capture live footage of the wildlife, even supposed mythological creatures. This footage they presented to the camera was bizarre. This bear-like looking creature standing on 2 feet walking past the camera. It happened in the middle of the night, and when they were watching back the footage, they couldn't believe what it was they caught on camera. Its body is massive and round, with equally as big arms at its side. The guys seem very proud of the footage they caught, and they should be. It doesn't look like a person in a costume. It doesn't even look human enough to be considered a person playing dress up. Its hands and feet also look similar to monkeys, which makes sense, and honestly, it just makes it look like a really beefy monkey. But what do you think? A juvenile Bigfoot was captured on a biking trail. Ever thought about taking a bike ride through woodland trails? No matter what might be out there. While taking on the risk, this trail rider decided to record his experience with a GoPro camera. While coming around the bend, there in the middle of the road is a tiny black little speck. It completely throws the rider off course, immediately turning the handle handles and guiding himself straight into the brush. Now, the hashtags under the video are stated to be Bigfoot sighting, so we'll keep it as such. However, the dangers of being around a younger Bigfoot is quite high, because you never know where mama might be lurking about. He had the right emotional reaction for this scenario. However, not many people were all too convinced and believed that it was just a black bear. Your thoughts? Bigfoot was captured in someone's backyard. It's more comforting to experience this monster when it's out in the middle of nowhere. But what happens when it's right outside your front door? While playing out in the backyard, a father noticed something lurking in the trees at the very back. Thinking it was a raccoon or something, he thought nothing of it, until it began to stand up, and he got the full picture of the terrifying creature. It was a 10-foot Bigfoot that was only 20 feet away from them. He managed to capture the image at just the right moment before it dipped into hiding behind the shed. You can hear the crunching of the trees beneath its massive weight as it makes its grand exit. Towards the end of the clip as well, we hear a massive roar emerge from the beast, startling the man with the camera to end the clip abruptly. What would you do? A Bigfoot was captured out in the Canadian woods. North America seems to be a hotspot for Bigfoot sightings, and especially in Canada, there seems to be more stories like this emerging on the internet. These investigators were given footage of a supposed Bigfoot ducking out of view in front of the camera. We don't see much of the creature aside from its massive furry back. Its fur doesn't look like a bear's. It definitely looks thicker, as well as it appears there are a bit of trap muscles on him as well. It does just look like a beefier person, but I don't think it's a costume. These investigators take it upon themselves to try and recreate the same video to really compare the size difference to help prove its legitimacy. From this, they were able to get a really good comparison on how much bigger the creature actually was. Bigfoot was accidentally seen while filming a movie. During their time on Prince Edward Island, a group of film students accidentally caught the mysterious creature running into frame while they were shooting some footage for a project. While the director shouted action, the first actor began running towards the camera, only for our point of view to capture this wild footage of a monster running across the field at full sprint. Some say it was a bear, but this one was clearly running on 2 feet upright. The cameraman is absolutely shocked by this and begins to run after it to try and get some more footage. It's terrifying to think that if the actor stayed there any second longer, he would have been crushed in its wake. What are your thoughts on this footage? Could this be the one that concludes this mystery once and for all? Do you have any Bigfoot footage you want to share? Send it to us and I'll be sure to talk about it in the next video. Animals and humans are becoming one. Literally. Scientists are blurring the lines between human and animal creation, mixing and matching to their desire. Let's check them out. Mammoths are back, and they're as small as mice now. We know that these giant beasts went extinct over 4,000 years ago, but scientists managed to merge their genetics with lab rats, and they are extremely cute. Their hair grows 3 times longer than regular mice and has a wavy look to them. Their whiskers are also adorable and curly. They have also been attempting this with the Asian elephant and connecting their DNA with woolly mammoths, but there's still no word about that yet. 8 edits were created on these mice, giving them the handful of variables that are closely related to the extinct beasts. One scientist stated, "I think the ability to edit multiple genes at the same time in mice, and to do so and obtain the expected woolly appearance, is a very important step.